Well, it was indeed quite a run in Minneapolis for Benjamin St-Juste, but it's time for a new challenge for him. The NFL is calling, and with the draft less than a week away now, Benjamin joins us. So we're getting pretty close to things, Benjamin. What have you been hearing from NFL scouts?
I've been hearing nothing but good things, and it feels good, from all the hard work that I put in since January, from the Senior Bowl to Pro Day. I knew what I wanted to show. I knew what I had to show to the scouts to be in a good position for the draft, and just having those positive feedbacks from the teams after Pro Day and from what my agent is hearing. That's everything a player want to hear. So I'm looking forward to the draft next week.
So give me an idea, what kind of stuff do they say? Do they say things like, hey, be ready on Thursday? Or do they say things more like, we like this about your game, we like that about your game?
Well, it's pretty much just checking off the box. For me as a big corner, they wanted to see speed, they wanted to see quickness, they wanted to see physicality, and I think that's what they saw when I was at the Senior Bowl and my measurements at the Pro Day, and that just put me in a good spot on their draft board for certain teams that like corners of my size in their scheme. So that's really all that matters, because all you need is one team to fall in love with you, and they just draft you, and then you're all good.
So what are your plans on draft day? Where are you going to be? Who are you going to be with?
I'm going to be down here in Atlanta, Georgia. My girlfriend, she goes to the University of Georgia. She runs track and field there, so we'll set up something there with a nice little spot and have some of her friends come over, some of my friends come over, family. Nothing too big. Obviously with COVID, we can't do anything big. My original plan was to go back home in Canada, but right now with the travel restriction with COVID and all that stuff, it's a mess, so I can't really do that.
Well, and it's such a weird spot, too, right? Because on the one hand, it could be a joyful, memorable day the rest of your life. On the other hand, there's a chance you'll have your girlfriend and people over and you're going, well, we'll see you on Friday.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it comes with it, but regardless of where it is, it's a blessing to just be part of this draft and, to see how far I came, so.
Well, let me ask you to look back now at your time in Minnesota. Let's start with this past season. Games were canceled. Teammates were lost from COVID protocols. Teammates left mid-season because of issues. How would you describe what last year playing football was like?
We played football, but at a high cost. We paid a price for it, mentally, physically, spiritually, whatever you want to call it. We had to fight for those 5 games that we had, that 6 games or whatever schedule that we had, because every day waking up early at 6 a.m, getting tested. Sometimes we was missing coaches. Sometimes we didn't have a DC. Sometimes we didn't have our OC. Sometimes we were missing some players. And so that constant stress on your mind to not have COVID and be prepared. And I mean, we're around 100 and some guys, and people go out and all that stuff. We're around students too, so it's so hard. So that was very stressful. But we got a chance to get some games. I really wanted to play. It was my senior year. I didn't want to skip that. I wanted to be around my teammates, around my coaches for my senior year. So at least I got a few games in.
The next year in Minneapolis, give me a name or two of guys that maybe aren't household names, but that are going to break out for the Gophers.
Chris Autman-Bell. He's going to be wide receiver 1 now. It's his time. He's been behind Tyler Johnson. He's been behind Rashad Bateman. Now it's his time. He's wide receiver 1. Obviously, Mohamed Ibrahim, won Big Ten running back of the year last year. He's going to do it again probably. Coney Durr came back to prove the doubters and all that stuff. He's already been a baller, so it's a no doubt for him. And at the safety position, I'll probably say either Tyler Newbin or Jordan Howden. Obviously, at that position. Boye Mafe on the D-line is going to have a crazy season, too.
That reminds me, there's a lot of already big names there in Minneapolis.
I mean, yeah, just in general. I mean, to be honest, the Gophers probably going to have a similar year to the 2019 season, because we have so many seniors and guys, veteran coming back. Last year in 2020 was a year where we adapt from losing a lot of guys and senior guys, and we had some young guys. But now all those young guys, they know the playbook, they know the adjustments, they have some game experience. So it's going to be one hell of a season for them.
Well, Benjamin, it's so wild to think in 8 days you might be living in Seattle or Tampa or Buffalo or Arizona. You are in this bizarre limbo, but I'm sure it's super exciting. Are you nervous right now?
No, not really. No, not really, because I know how much work I put in, and I'm just having fun with it. I don't want to put more stress or anxiety or anything like that to see where I'm going to go, where I'm going to get picked. I'm here. It's only 1% out of 1% that get drafted, and I'm in it. I'm all good. going to go play ball after that with whatever team drafts me, and then, have a great career in the NFL.
What a killer attitude, man. That's the way to do it. Benjamin St-Juste, congrats on the great year you had, great career you had with Minnesota. Best of luck next Thursday on the draft.
Thank you very much.